Okay, HCG family, it's Mimi. I'm going to start over here. I did one and it's getting long and I want to make it shorter. Okay, I'm home for a few days until my dad gets out of the hospital. And I might do another vlog on that, I don't know. But anyway, I got home and dug out my notebook to find out about my planned interruption and the very low calorie days after my planned interruption and how I did and how long those days were. I was not for sure how I worked that. I had completely forgotten. It was just out of my head. So anyway, I found out that today I am in phase 4. I have been in phase 4 for 9 days. I did not know. I didn't even know when it switched over. So, but I had to get the notebook out. So I did a planned interruption, and it was for 19 days. Then after that, I went back on very low calorie, and I did that for 12 days. And when I came off of the planned interruption and went back on the very low calorie, I basically didn't really lose anything. It was up and down. I think it was 187, 188, 189, 190, 191 point something. So I didn't really lose anything. So I stayed on that for 12 days before I decided just to go into phase 3. And that is where I have been, phase 3 and phase 4. My 21 days will be up the 25th of January, my 3 weeks of phase 4. I would like to go ahead then on, I think it's Sunday and Monday, the 26th and 27th, to start loading and do round 6. Now, it's a possibility I'll probably be back at my parents' in this time, which really is not a big deal to be over there. Fixing the foods that I eat is pretty limited anyway, so just fixing for them. It's not like I can, really taste whatever I'm making, but I'm trying to keep them away from, bread and sugar and cereals. My dad used to eat a bowl of cereal with a banana every day, and I think it's just not been good for him. My mom is a real bread person when she's really stressed out, which she has good reason to be stressed out with all this going on with her husband. Eats bread and gravy. I mean, gets up and make big breakfast, and I think I talked about that in my last vlog. So anyway, my hope is, Lord willing, is to start loading on the 26th and 27th of January and do a 40-day long round. I always say if I could go past that and do a longer round, but it seems like my body just starts, just stops. So I never do feel that I need to go longer than that. So I do have my daughter, my middle child, is getting married June 14th, and I would really like to wear a nice dress. Her wedding's going to be outside. It's going to be, I think, on the 10th governor's at the 10th governor of the state of Kentucky's home. My daughter's husband's uncle owns this home. It's kind of like a retreat. His uncle is a brain surgeon, and he's head of the neurology department at the University of Kentucky. And so anyway, we get a good deal of having it down there because it's family. And I would like to wear a summer dress that looks nice and I don't look frumpy. And because my daughter's wedding, my oldest daughter's wedding, was planned in like 4 months, and I was fat and was frumpy. I could not find a dress. I had to wear, I wore pants, I wore slacks, believe it or not, in a wedding. Now, it was really nice silk, and it was 100% silk jacket I got at Coldwater Creek. I think that's what you call it. Very expensive outfit, but I looked terrible. I didn't feel pretty, so I don't want to go through that again. So I'd like to start and get this get this weight off and keep it off. I have so far been pretty satisfied. Oh yeah, for my coffee, when we came home yesterday, yesterday morning when we got up for coffee, I did put coconut sugar, a tablespoon of coconut sugar in my coffee. It was so good. It was so good. And my husband made whipping cream. He whipped it up. So I had that. It was like the best cup of coffee ever in the whole wide world. Today, I think I had some more of the coconut sugar in my coffee, my first cup, and then after that, and even this evening, I put sweet leaf in it. So that is about it. I've had natural kielbasa sausage from Costco. That's what I made for my hubs, and I fried that up, and he made some roasted potatoes, and I made him some eggs. I haven't ate any eggs. I just didn't want any eggs today. So I've had that, and I did have some almond butter today on an apple. And just coconut oil in my coffee. A few mac nuts. And I'm going to have to rinse them off. I can't stand, even salt is like not, everything's too salty. So I got to be really careful. I don't know if this is the HCG. I don't know if this is my hypothalamus, but there's just some foods now, things that are just not appealing to me whatsoever, and I hope that's exactly what it is. So anyway, that's it. I don't want this to go long. Thank you, everybody, for your prayers and support, and also your comments. I am just now trying to catch up with, you know, all of the senior HCGers coming back. You know, I feel like, well, I've been here all by myself, and now they're all coming back, and Miss HCG girl and Steph, it's just so good to, you know, to see that we can come back to this protocol because we know it works, and we also can come back and we can blog about it because we know that we are not under the microscope and we are not being judged because we allowed foods to get the best of us. And that's what's so awesome about this community. And another thing, too, I made a comment because I couldn't comment on those that had commented on my last vlog, is as far as the things that's going on with my my parents and that, believe it or not, I don't even, very seldom even mention what is going on Facebook, even to people in my family and that, and I mentioned it on Facebook on the HCG Community's Facebook page because I know that nobody else can see that, and also talk about it here on YouTube. But I don't, you know, I just don't. It's crazy how we feel closer to the people in YouTube world on HCG than we do our own family that we, you know, post things on there. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Love my HCG family. Hope somebody's out there that maybe can start with me the last week of January. If not, that's fine. I'll catch up with you. Big hug from my HCG family.